Hello, this is Monique from Glamorous Spectrum. I'm coming to talk to you, my glam squad, about some wonderful deals with the brand Pat McGrath. It is one of my favorite brands. I really enjoy it. And so I really wanted to give a overview of some of my favorite things and things also that I would avoid or maybe not pick up during the sale. Right now, I'm going to look at my iPad right now because I have the sale up right now. It's called the Black Friday Fantasy, and it's 30% off of $50 or more, 35% off of $150, and 40% off $250. Now, this is a luxury brand, but I say it's a luxury brand with a twist, only because the way that Pat does her sales come so often, at least for now, they've been coming so often. And so I've been getting most of my items that I want. I don't get it on first launch, almost never do, but I will get them during the sale. So I can get that 30% to 40% off. I usually don't spend $250 worth at one time. So for me, it makes sense to have some items that you can pick up during this time that you're going to get about 30% off, give or take. Now, what I love about Pat McGrath is the luxury of the makeup itself. The palettes in particular, the motherships, are just very luxurious. The packaging of them, I'll show you one right now. I actually put my what is it called, label on them to tell them apart. I have all 10 of them. Very soon I would love to do like a ranking of all my motherships and maybe even the mega motherships as well. But at the moment, I just want to give like an overview of how beautiful they are. Now again, one is packaging. You see this beautiful like lacquer packaging. Now, not all her products come in lacquer. Some come in cardboard. It's not always referenced in the price, because sometimes even things in cardboard can be expensive. But these ones in particular, the motherships, are some of the best value to me during the sale. In particular because motherships are about, right now, the price went up a little bit, so it's $129. Again, that seems like a very crazy price to spend on a palette. This, again, is luxury. It's not Tom Ford per se, which is like a quad for $90, but it is up there. It's Pat's with Natasha, and basically, I think that might be her only other person she's really in competition with that I think about around the same price point. But because of her sales, when, let's say this one's 30% off, this goes down to $89. Again, extremely expensive for a palette. I understand that completely. But if you want that kind of luxury experience, one way that I have been able to collect them during the sales, and I usually do the like Afterpay or PayPal that splits it up in 4. So it's like $20 every 2 weeks that comes out of your, account. It just, even though some people may find that silly, for me, it makes me feel better because it only feels like I'm spending $20 at a time, and you pay it off, in 6 weeks, I think. So, is it 6 weeks? 8, whatever. It doesn't matter. To me, I enjoy that. I also love makeup. I like collecting makeup. Some people like collecting, baseball cards, stamps, cookware, whatever it may be. I like collecting makeup, in particular palettes. I enjoy using them, and I get good use out of my palettes. This is something that I get good use out of. Now, again, let me hurry up. I don't want to spend a long time on the video because I just want to give an overall view of the things that they have and things that I personally would recommend, as well as Cindy. I know me and Cindy both have about similar amount of palettes when it comes to Pat McGrath. We both love the brand. And so I know that for the most part, we probably like the same things. She might like 1 or 2 things different than I do, but overall we do like a lot of the same things. So I kind of can speak for her for the most part. Okay, so this is the newest Pat McGrath palette. This is Moonlit Seduction. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'm not going to do a whole lot of swatching, but I do feel I need to swatch maybe 1 or 2 of these. You can see that beautiful color. And then I'm going to put it on, let's see the back of my hand. So, looks like molten lava. Just, now these do not have this newest, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'm wearing it on my eyes today. And I will say this, this one does not have the special shades that she is known for. Normally the 4 here are like baked shades. They have a flakier texture. I'll show you in another palette. These are usually different. These aren't the baked ones, but they're still absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. And I will say a bit less messy than the ones that normally are baked. But both formulas are amazing. I find that I just have such a nice time putting these eyeshadows on. They blend beautifully. They're super sparkly, the shimmers, and I enjoy it. I know it's not everybody's thing. Again, maybe you like base products, maybe you like, you know, concealers, maybe you spend your money on that. So if so, I do have a few more items that you may enjoy more. But for me, these are my top #1 things to buy during the sale. And let me just show you one more palette. This is the Midnight Sun, one of my favorite palettes. And you're going to be able to see, I'll show it this way. This one's a little bit more toned down, muted, but you can see how gorgeous the colors are. This is one of my favorite astral shades. Actually, no, this one and this one. Names don't escape me on these. They don't have the names on the back. The names are usually in the, you know, mothership box that they come in. It's a little card. I leave it there. I don't need to know the names. It doesn't matter. There's only 10 of them. So as long as I have them, I don't care really about the names too much. So let me show you this. Look at that. Oh, this is flaky white gold. It's just stunning. Look at this flame. Look at that. Oh my gosh, they are absolutely gorgeous. If you see me looking over there, I'm looking at a monitor to see what you guys are seeing. But that's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. This is one of my favorite palettes. It's a good everyday palette. So now let's move on. I'll show you some other things that I love from the brand. Again, I'll show you some things that I would skip if you're wondering if it's good or not, and what my opinion may be on the matter. Now, the second thing that I love from her is her concealer. I've been through a couple of these. I think this may be the second one, if not third. And you can see I'm scraping right now, even the bottle here. So I have a good amount, but this is one of my favorite concealers. And I will put up a video of me, hopefully I'm putting it in, of videos of me trying on some of these products so you can see what they look like. The other thing that I like from her quite a bit is also the foundation. This is, to me, a very light to medium foundation. It can be built up, but overall, this has been out for years. It's a very expensive foundation, but again, during the sale, you can get this, I think, as low as, I think I've heard someone say $27. They've seen it. But anyways, it doesn't matter. You can get it pretty inexpensively for the most part. And I really do quite enjoy this foundation. Now, I will say I have to pair it with something, a primer that's extremely matte, because I have oily skin and this will make me oily. Also, be sparing with it. Don't put too much on it. I do not use it today. I have a different foundation on. I will hopefully have a demo of me putting this on top of the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm, which is my favorite primer of all time. But this I will use, and I've used quite a bit. That's why I'm not using it today, because I don't want to waste it, because I'm not planning to buy another one for a little while, since I have a lot of foundation I need to get through, way too many. And so I'm, you know, being sparing on this one because I don't have much left. Now, the other thing that I love from her is now this is a splurge, but some people splurge on mascara, I have found out. This is the Pat McGrath Dark Star Mascara. It is my favorite mascara. And you can see it here. You can see the bristle. Super pretty. Love this mascara. Lengthens, volumizes. This is, I think, normally $30. Of course, you'll get a percentage off when you buy it. And I really do like this mascara quite a bit. But if you don't like high-end mascara, like Dior, Show, or Lancome, and those kind of things, then maybe you went like this. But if you're into high-end mascara, then this is definitely on top for me. I don't know if everyone likes it, but I know I love it for sure. Okay, the other things that she has that are really nice to me are her lip glosses. Her lip glosses are beautiful, and she does very good sales on the lip gloss. I think there is a day that she has like the lipstick and the lipsticks on a really good sale as well. I personally have not bought too many because I just have too many lipsticks and lip glosses to be purchasing anymore. But for a great formula, she definitely has a very good formula. My eyes are very red. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why they're so red. It's allergy, so it could be that. Anyways, her lip gloss is beautiful. This is like this very peachy lip gloss. I'm going to put a little with shimmer. Beautiful shimmer. I really think she makes amazing lip glosses as well. I love them. I don't remember her price off the top of my head of what these are. With her, maybe about $20, something like that. But again, you're getting them on sale. Makeup can be expensive, and she is definitely one of them, but I feel like she's on the top when it comes to how things look. Now, the other thing that is liked a lot, now I'm going to put this in here, even though this is not a top version for me, and that is the Mcgrath, I don't even know what it's called, it's her pressed powder. I broke mine, so it's a little, you can see it. I also think the shade is not right for me. I think this is like tan something. I think I need to get a darker one. But anyways, this is a good under eye setting powder. And I'm putting this in here out of respect for Cindy, because Cindy loves this powder quite a bit. This is her favorite powder. It is not mine. It is hers. But I'm putting that in here because I don't think she's going to have time to do any kind of video. So I do want to talk about this because she really recommends that powder. And I think I would like it in a different color, so who knows, maybe I'll like it as well. Okay, the other things I love from her are her blushes. I have 2 blushes, plus I have a blush palette, but I will talk about this one after because I don't have the same feelings I have for the blushes, for the blush palette that I have for the blushes. Now, for the blushes, I have in, let's see, what is the Electric Bloom. She has plenty of colors. And she's come out with a new setting. I will say they are very hard to open. That's the one complaint most people have, that her stuff's hard to open. This is this beautiful, like, coral. It's really beautiful, peachy coral. Love. And then I have her newest additions to the blush line. And this one's in Night Bloom. Again, they're a little hard to open. And this is absolutely stunning. This red and purple, I love to mix them together, but they are absolutely gorgeous. And this is a true red. But see, it's not intimidating. This is not an intimidating red, so it's quite beautiful. So these blushes are the next thing that I would recommend. And they have them on good sales. You can also even get probably a bundle with them, like, you know, 3 blushes for a certain price. Totally worth it. Love her blushes. The other thing I like from her is, these are her newest things that she's launched for the winter here. And she has the Mega Mothership, let me show it, the Mega Mothership Celestial Nirvana. This is her 3rd one. She's done them every year. And this one, I think, I don't know if it's my favorite. This might be, it actually might be my favorite. If the second one last year was actually wonderful too, but this one also might be my favorite. It is absolutely beautiful. I'm not gonna swatch any of it, but I just want you to see it's very colorful. That's one of the things that people always complain about Pat, is that she has become, her motherships lean quite pink, especially of recent times. Her last couple were leaning a little more pink, and so people tend to get upset that she doesn't have a lot of color, especially if you like colorful makeup. I have my theories on why she doesn't, and I think financially it's probably the smartest thing she does, just because not everybody's into colorful makeup the way they like neutral makeup, and I think she probably just makes more money doing it that way, and then making these mega motherships are usually much more colorful. So anyways, I really love that. I think I love colorful and neutral makeup. I love them both, so I enjoy them both. Her other things that she came out with this year are these little 5 pans. I have here, and I'll show you, I have the quads that she has come out with for years, every year. But she came out this year with the 5 pans, and I really have to say I like these quite a bit. They're beautiful. I think I have a little picture of me doing them, little video. But this is her one in Nude Allure. Absolutely stunning. And then she has the second one she has that came out is Bronze Bliss, and this is my favorite. Look at that. Oh, look at, I have to just watch that just because you have to see. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. Oh, I love that so much. Anyway, so these are absolutely stunning. Love them so much. And I think that this is a good deal if you can get both. These are good travel. I think these would be good with travel. They don't open up easily. They're magnetic closures, so I think these would be nice to have going on vacation. Kind of slip these in your bag, and then you have 2 different color stories already. So I do really like them quite a bit. The other thing she has are these quads. I don't know how many she still has around. That would be another story, because I really am not sure what she has left. I know she has them in and out. So the 2 that I have are Interstellar Icon. I label them. Easier to access, which I have this, which is pretty. Not my favorite, but pretty. And Blitz Astral, which is my favorite one. And they've had this on deep discount before. I don't know if she still has this. This is my favorite. So these are very good. So if you see her quads, and again, on sale, paying full price for them, I wouldn't. They're 60 bucks. So I know, I think I got this one, like Blitz Astral. I'm pretty sure I got this for like 30, and this was at Sephora. I think they had this. But again, these are ones to look out on the sale if you go on Pat Mcgrath site. Let me have a drink break real quick. Okay. Now, let me talk about things that I do not recommend. It's not that many, but there are a few things. I have this Mothership palette. I don't even think that these there. I don't even know if she sells these anymore, to be very honest. I'm not really sure. If not, don't worry about it. But the 6 pans that she has here, I would not get these. I'd rather get the 5 pans or the quads. But these were just okay. To me, these were towards the beginning of her makeup line, and you can tell they're not as great as her formula is now. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend that. This is one, this is newer. This was from last year, I think. I can't remember. This is her blush palette. It has, it's called Amber Allure. I think this is still being sold. And it's Love Struck, Paradise Venus, and Venus Nectar. So it has 2 blushes and a highlight. And it's pretty. If you can tell here, I've used much more of the highlight, which I actually really like quite a bit. These 2 do not, my opinion, they don't have the same pigment that I notice in the actual blushes themselves, like the actual packaged ones. So for me, this comes off a little bit muted. I feel like I kind of have to dig a little harder to get the payoff from them. So I personally don't recommend this because I just don't think it is as good as the blushes, but you do save money. So that is one thing. You will save money buying this compared to buying her blushes individually. And if you just want to try it out, fine. But I don't think it's the best representation to me of her blushes. But the highlighter's good. But then I also have this highlighter, which someone will have to let me know if they still sell this. I didn't get a chance to look. This is the Divine Rose one. This is the Skin Fetish Ultra Glow highlighter. And when you see it, it's stunning. Absolutely stunning. It's a beautiful highlighter. I will say, it does not, it has almost a pinky glow to it, and it looks beautiful, absolutely beautiful on, I think, lighter skin tones, because you see that kind of pink shift. I feel like on me, I'll put it right here, it's just gold. You don't really see the pink shift on it, and so partly that kind of is disappointing, because if you're getting something that has kind of pink in it, you kind of want to see it on your face, and you don't. So it's not my favorite, but you know, it's good. Now the other thing I love, and or I should say, I said love. The other thing I do not like is her lip liner and eyeliners. Now I know people love them. They talk about them all the time on YouTube. They enjoy them. They are not my thing. I think mainly the reason is because, and you'll see in a second, they don't sharpen well for me. Now, maybe it's the sharpener that I'm using. It's very possible that I'm using a bad sharpener. I use the ABH sharpener. I've been using it for years. Sharpens everything else perfectly fine in my collection. But for whatever reason, this thing, it just sharpens jaggedly, and they come out. So you can see, I'll show this. Look how thing. I gotta dump it out, and this is the lip liner. So I've used quite a bit, but look how much is left. So much is left, but I can't use it because it's just, in fact, I'm gonna throw this away probably after this because I'm just tired of it. It makes no sense to keep it. I can't really use it, which is annoying because they're not super cheap. And then this is the eyeliner. This is in Black Coffee. People love this eyeliner. I don't understand it, to be honest. I don't find it to be pigmented enough, give enough definition. And again, this one I can already hear when I'm using it, it's wobbly inside. So that means all I need to sharpen this 1 or 2 more times, it's probably going to start looking like that thing. So I don't know. They're not, again, not my favorite eyeliners. They're just not, or lip pencils. I have better. But, you know, if you want to try them, they're probably cheaper during this time. It's just not what I recommend from the brand. The liquid lipsticks, it's just okay. Not horrible, not great. It could also be the color. Maybe this is very, very light. I think I got this within like a bundle. So like lip liner and a lip gloss and a lipstick, liquid lipstick. And that's probably the case. It's just, this is a little too like milky for me. I will use it on occasion to put like in the center. In fact, I could probably go right here. You can see it. It's okay. I mean, it didn't add anything to it, and it's already kind of getting a smell. So it's not horrible, but it didn't sell me on wanting any more of them. I'll say that. But it ruined my makeup. Oh well. And then the lipsticks. Again, they're very popular. Packaging, 10 out of 10. Look at the lips. They're so cute. She has both, depending on the like the ones you get. There are certain ones that have the, you know, have little like bows on them, I think that's it. They're glitter lips. I think one has glitter lips on them. They're so cute, but I do not find that these are super special. Now, again, I don't have that many of them, and I only have certain colors, so obviously I can't speak to the whole wide range of colors. But for me, these are just okay. I'll kind of make that prettier. I have this in Deep Orchid. I thought it was going to be a lot deeper. It's not. It's okay. It's what I have on now, mixed with the lip gloss, I think. But, oh, actually, and this. Now, this one is in Omi, or Omi. And I'm making it look a little darker than it is because of the prior lipstick. Let's see how light it is. It's okay. I'm sure I can work these, but to me, the formula, I don't run out for it like I love. Like my favorite lipstick formulas, to give you an idea, is Lisa Eldridge. Beyond beautiful. Her lipsticks are just gorgeous. I love them. I have one of the Natasha Denona lipsticks, quite like that. What else do I have? I like I like ColourPop, which that's drugstore-ish. And I like that as well. I have several of those. MAC lipsticks, never go wrong with a MAC lipstick. They're just amazing. So to me, these aren't overly special, but if you get them at a discount and you see a color you like, and I might get more of those just because I think if I had a different color, maybe I'd enjoy it more. Who knows? But this is my overall view of Pat McGrath. And the things I love, I love. The things I don't like are not even still horrible, except for those eyeliners and lip pencils. To me, those are not great. I don't like them at all. But overall, everything else I love. Again, you cannot go wrong with motherships. Take advantage of breaking up the payment if you need to, if it makes you feel better that you're not spending $89. And of course, that's with the 30% off. They're $89. I enjoy her motherships quite a bit. I enjoy having the process of putting on the makeup, especially with kind of having a more luxury feel for the day if you're doing something special. I use them all the time, no matter if it's going to work or, you know, just going out, I will use them. But if you want one mothership that's just for special occasion and you want to enjoy, you know, I recommend it because it's nice to be able to have a luxury feel and not necessarily have to pay the full luxury price, because that's the biggest thing. That luxury price can be intimidating. And so I recommend that if you can get them on sale, and that's why I wanted to show some of the things they have, and her sales are often. She has probably, I want to say, I think someone said about 4 sales like this a year. For sure, she has it always in the winter. She has it, I think, in the spring. She might have it in the summer, and there might be another time. She might do it every quarter. But either way, it is worth waiting for the sale and not buying anything full price. I just can't. I will not spend a full price amount of money, even though I love her palettes. I still won't spend the high price. Now, for like a Natasha Denona, maybe wait to a Sephora sale, because I don't think she goes on sale as often as Pat does. Pat goes more often than I think Natasha. But either way, if you want to try out the brand, this is the time to do it. Again, my favorite brand, I have many, but she is definitely at the top, and especially the motherships. So anyways, I hope you have a great day. I hope to come back soon and do like a ranking. Now that I have all 10 of the motherships, I feel like I can do a proper ranking. I have 3 of the mega motherships. You saw the quads that I have. But I would love to do at least a ranking of the motherships and the megas, because those are, to me, the most important ones to talk about and say which one I like the least and which one I like the most. But I hope you come back and tune in. I really enjoyed talking about makeup. I don't get a chance to do it as often as I would like. I would love to change that, but I really do hope that whatever I'm offering here is something that you're interested in, and I hope to see you again very, very soon. It was very nice talking to you, Glam Squad. Hope you have a wonderful day. Stay safe. Talk to you later. Bye.